Well, hello all. My name's David, and you are welcome to David's Bird Room. Come on in. This show is going to be about moving and handling of my birds. I'll let you see how I move birds from one place to another. So come on in, and I'll show you what's going on. Come on. So here we have the indoor flight ready to bring the siskin hens, the redpoll hens from the outdoor area. I'm going to bring them into here for a few weeks. Simple wee idea, just branches of Christmas tree. The old artificial Christmas tree, the stem of, well, I've always took them off, and that's how I use as nest sites. But in this case, perching area for the siskins, for the redpolls. So I've just jammed them on to the inside, pulled out the branches, jammed the branches in around the wire, gives them something to perch on, gives them somewhere to hide. So going out now to get the siskins, and I'll show you what I do. On my way out to the outdoor area, there we see, that's my pond, folks, in the garden. Which is my greenhouse, the door into the flight. So here we have in this episode, I'm going to show you handling and moving of some of my birds. What I will be doing, I'm going to move all of my hen native birds out of this area and putting them indoors. We're getting very early to the breeding season. All my cocks and all my hens are all together here, and they're starting to get a bit feisty and a lot of chasing and a lot of action. And I'm not going to be pairing up for a few weeks yet, so I don't want my birds to self-pair up. What I want to do, I want to select my breeding pairs. And if I have to keep them birds together any longer, because the days are getting longer, it's getting brighter, it's getting warmer, and the birds are starting to think about coming into breeding. And what they're doing in here, they are selecting their own mates. So I'm going to have to put a stop to that for a while, because in order to produce the type of bird that you want to be able to select your own pairs. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how I move my birds from one part to another. Handling and moving of my birds. Stay with me to see what I do. Simple enough. So what I will say, this is inside this area, inside these cages, this is where I feed. This is all my feeding stations for the birds. There's no real feeding stations outside other than the waters. So inside here is all my feeding stations. So all my birds all come into here to eat. So what I'm going to do in order to get them to go in there, it's Sunday morning here now, and I'm going to feed all the birds. So stay with me, I'm going to show you what I'm going to feed them all and encourage the birds to go in here. Right. So this is the tub that I have of the mix seed. I mix up a different seed batch for my siskins, for my red poles. That's just really a mixed canary seed, a regular mixed canary seed, and I would add some sunflower hearts to it and some extra Niger seed, and it just makes it a wee bit more richer. So as you can see, it's a bit darker than your regular canary seed. I don't go out and buy any special native finch mix. This is what I use. So I'll continue on here and feed them. Watch. So each of these wee pots, that's all filled up with seeds. So that red filled, and we have another two in here. There's one there, and I'll just fill that up, and I'll fill that one up. I have a couple of feeding stations inside. The reason why I feed them inside here, it actually keeps the waste seeds all inside the cage, rather than all lying around the floor of the flight. So it keeps it all in one place, keeps it all nice and sort of clean, and it's easier for cleaning. This boy here in the middle, can you see it? See this one? It's hanging up on a hook. So it's a big, this is probably a big chicken feeder, isn't it? So it's that. So you can see how it's filled up to there. So that's actually sort of from one week to another week. So it's still half full from one end to the other. So I just top that up again. These kind of feeders, you can fill them up to the top. And as the birds eat them from here, they'll take it all, and then this all gradually goes on. So it just keeps on filling up, so you have plenty there. I put that in, and I'll put that in there. I'll put this wee hook on, and you know something? That's hanging up. So this bigger seed one is up off the ground. You know something? Whenever you have birds in an outside aviary, you're going to also encourage our little furry friends, and no matter how well you think you have it all secured, your little furry friends is going to get in. So I have this up, it's up off the ground, the birds can fly onto it. Well, the little furry friends, they can't really get up onto it, so it keeps this reasonably safe. And as you can see what I do here. The seed buckets, they're sitting on me. Look, that's just a wee Greek yogurt tub. So that's sitting on that, and it's a plastic lid, and that's sitting on there, so that's up off that. That is also, probably doesn't, but it's a deterrent for little furry friends, because they can't get up, they can't really get up to jump up to get into the seeds, whereas the birds can fly down onto it and onto that. But, right, now that they're fed, time to get them caught. So, this is what I do. Watch this. So, as you can see, the birds are all down feeding, and we have possibly 90% of them all in feeding. So what I would be doing, I would go along and close the doors on the cages gradually in order to catch them all in. So if I can get most of them all to go in, as you can see, they're all working their way in there. And I'll go now, and that'll close them all in. You gotta be quick, because they'll fly out past you. So, right, now, all the doors are closed. Most of the birds are all now inside the cages. So, now what do we do? Put the dividers on. So, slide that divider on there. No running mad, running about the shed, trying to chase after the birds. Now like that, slide that in there. Right. This one, we'll have to take down the seed feeder and put another divider on. And here like so. Now, what the divider does makes my life easier. And there's birds and this bottom one as well. Right. We have two meals in here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to catch up all the meals and put them into this double one here. So there's two in here. So I'll move all to the side. There we go. And as you can see, a lovely looking little an Isabel siskin. Can we see him? So you're just lightly holding the bird and then inside of your hand, lightly, not putting no pressure on, his wee head sticking out through, lying, his back is lying in the palm of your hand. So that's him safely caught, no harm done. So I'll place him on this cage. So he can go in there. I'll get this other boy now. Oh, they can be fast now. There we go. And then this one, it's another colour mutation. It's a brown pastel siskin cockbird. So palm your hand, lie back, your thumb across the chest. He's nice and secure, going nowhere but that cage. And on you go. So, and then with that door open, there's another hen siskin in there. Perfect. So we want to get a few there's another meal. Slide down the wire. Flat in the palm of your hand. Turn him over. The bird's lying on his back. Thumb across his chest. Not going nowhere. A normal green siskin cockbird. One of my this year's young birds. Put the cockbird in here. They'll be wondering what is happening. Oh, look at that. We've got two. We've got a hen siskin and a hen lesser redpoll. So these two, going to get them in a wee cage. I'll show you what to do. So here I have a travel carrier cage. That just slides across the top. So you're able to put your birds inside there. So I'll get a few more of these caught up, put them in this, and then I'll take them indoors. Here we have a hen in here. Come on, Garrett. So, nice wee yellow-green hen siskin. That wee girl done exceptionally well for me in the show bench this year. Lovely wee bird. And then the carrier cage. As you can see the carrier cage, slide that across and pop her in to there. So she'll be in there. I'll get a few more of these caught up now and see. Oh. And with leaving that door open, your birds will all fly in. So here we have a young mealy hen. Look at the bib in her. Nice stripes on her, nice markings on her, nice white background. So a mealy hen. She'll go into here now, along with the wee siskin. There you go, girl. What have we on there? We have a couple of cockbirds. So I'll pick that out. That'll let a few more fly into there. Get a couple of these boys caught up from this side. Gently and quickly is the way to do it. Another hen siskin. I say gently, swiftly and quickly. Do just gentle, swift movements. You don't want to be swinging and darting and oh God, hey, they can test you. What have we here? We have a young normal lesser red-poll cockbird. He can go in there. And an RV cockbird, a normal green siskin. Down in there along the cockbirds. There are quite a few in this cage. And that's a cockbird. So what I'll do now, I'll get the rest of these caught up. You don't need to be watching me catch them all. I'll get the rest of these all caught up, get all the hens into the box, and then I'll show you me moving across the other side. Whew, it's warm in here today. Oh, so that's them all caught up. One left. There's a brown mealy hen left in this cage. One hen to go. Get them into the box. Come on, girl. As I say, quickly, easy. So, brown mealy red-poll hen. Young hen I bred this year. Nice mark wee hen. So that's them all caught up. So as we have it, we have all my hen natives, my lesser red-poll hens, my mealy red-poll hens, and my siskin hens, my siskin normals and colour mutation hens. So they're all in here now. I'm going to take them all into the main shed, and that's where they'll spend the next few weeks. As I say, don't want them pairing up on their own with other cockbirds. So before I go with these, I release all the other cockbirds back into the flight, and they can have the rest of this flight to themselves. Here, I'll just do that now. So all the cockbirds are in here at the bottom. So what I'll do, get the doors all open, take out all the dividers, take out all the dividers, get all the Get all the seed feeders back up in the right places. I'll just hang that back up there. Stick wee perches back on again. Open up all the doors. Take out those dividers. Those dividers. And open up all the doors. All the cockbirds are now free to fly around the whole aviary. They'll be wondering where all the girls have went. You'll see them in a month's time. Follow me now into our room. Take these birds in. So now I'll make my way back to the bird room from the outdoor aviary and get the hens into the flights. This is my back garden, my pond. So here, anyway, let's get back and I'll show you what I do next. You saw in the earlier videos how I've sort of put up a bit of Christmas tree for nests. So now this is where they're going to go. At this point here, should I say, come on in? Well, let's see. Where am? Come on in. There, look at that. The hens are in. The hens are in the wee cages. That's the carrier cage. They're wondering, what is going on? What are you doing with us, Davy? I'll show you what I'm doing. These are going on here. So here we are. This is where we're going to go. This indoor aviary inside the bird room. It's about, what, 6 foot wide? I'm 6 foot, so it's 6 foot high. It's about 8 foot high. And it's probably over 2 foot wide that way. So 6 foot long, over 2 foot wide, and nearly 8 foot high. Hens. Now, get them in. So to say, here we go. And this is going to be their new abode. Nice wee bits of Christmas trees, all head up and round. And we'll just the slides down. So I'll tilt the box down and I will slide this up, and there we go, out they come. Out they come. There you go, girls. Come on. Out you go. Out you go. Out you go. Come on. Out you go. And one left. One mealy redpoll left on there. There we go. Cage emptied. Close the door. There we are. Plenty of room for them. There's probably a dozen or so more hens that I have for breeding with. I try and work out that I've got 2 and 3 pair of each of the species, so 2 or 3 normals, 2 or 3 colour mutations, so like a 2 or 3 normal males, a couple of colour mutation males, a couple of pair of normal lessers, a couple of pair of colour mutation lessers, a couple of pair of Sussex colour mutations, and a couple of pair of normal Sussex. So that can give me quite a few, like, so there's at least 8 pair, like, so there's 16 birds, 16 hens. There's 16 pair for me to work with this year. All on here, away from the cockbirds, so they'll not now be bonding. So, hey, before I go any further, what did I tell you, boys? I was just looking up the statistics of my channel here, your channel that you're watching. 75% of you folk out there are not subscribed to David's Bird Room. You're watching, you're not subscribed. 25% of the viewers have subscribed. Thank you, 25% here. But no, help make this wee channel grow. If you're part of that 75% that is watching, that haven't subscribed, simply hit that subscribe button. Doesn't cost you a thing. What it does do, it lets you get right on up-to-date notifications of when my next show is out. If you want to see the next shows at first hand, go on, do it now. Hit that subscribe button, be part of this wee family. I'm here sharing with you. Just hit the subscribe button. Subscribe doesn't mean you pay anything. I think subscribe's a bad word, because subscribe, you think you're actually paying for something. It's free. Subscribe button is just like saying a kudos or and a hello or a waving on Facebook or whatever. And on that note, call over. David's Boardroom is on Facebook, he's on Instagram and on TikTok. What I do in these channels, you get me snippets of what's coming up next, and you get the full shows here on the YouTubes. So call over Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, see what's happening, say hello. If you have any questions, put them in. This show today was inspired by one of the viewers out there, and I hope now it wasn't one of the 75%, but it was subscribed to one of the viewers to do a handling and a movement of my birds. Here you are, my handling and movement of the birds from David's Boardroom. So get on board, subscribe, like, share, just come on, come on. Here, that's it for now. Season 4, episode 3, handling and movement of birds. Hope you've enjoyed. Go on, hit that subscribe button. Thanks all for watching. See you next month. And don't forget, call over Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. You'll see what's happening. Wee snippets of what's happening. See you all there. Until then, bye-bye from David at David's Boardroom.